Well, after a 3-decade hiatus, the iconic Wagoneer and Grand Wagoneer are back. The production versions of these iconic luxury SUVs have finally been unveiled, and for better or worse, they pretty much look like the concept version that debuted late last year. Now, honoring the original's heritage, these luxury SUVs are designed to raise the bar in a very competitive vehicle segment, which is going to be mighty difficult.
And that's because these high-end utility vehicles are designed to compete with rivals like the GMC Yukon Denali and Lincoln Navigator, which are damn nice in their own right. And that's to say nothing of a BMW X7 or Range Rover. Fortunately for Stellantis, man, it's weird not saying FCA anymore, these new Wagoneers offer loads of technology and luxury amenities. The Grand Wagoneer is especially nice with beautiful walnut wood trim, super premium Palermo leather, and real metal accents. Seriously, it's friggin' beautiful inside. Of course, space is a luxury too, and these new SUVs promise plenty. They should both offer best-in-class headroom and legroom in the second and third row seats, as well as segment-leading cargo room behind the rearmost bench. As for tech, there's so much to talk about. The usual driver aids should be standard, things like rear cross-traffic alert, blind spot monitoring, and lane keeping assist. Beyond all that, both Wagoneers feature adaptive cruise control with lane centering, but hands-free active driving assist will be available at some point after they go on sale, and this amenity sounds nearly identical to GM Super Cruise and is similarly restricted to approved roadways. A Uconnect 5 infotainment system is standard in both SUVs with wireless support for Apple CarPlay as well as Android Auto. Aside from its swankier interior, setting the Grand Wagoneer apart from its, well, less grand sibling is a range of goodies. You can get up to 7 screens in the thing, including one for the front passenger to play with. Heated and ventilated seats in the first 2 rows, 24-way adjustable front buckets, and quad-zone climate control should all be standard too. A Macintosh sound system with a whopping 23 speakers is also offered. The biggest difference between these two vehicles is the quality of their interiors, but a few things do set them apart on the outside. The wheels are slightly different. Wagoneer is spelled out on the standard model's hood instead of being an integrated part of the grille, and the Grand Wagoneer is offered with color-tinted glass, and really, that's about it. After seeing these SUVs in the flesh, I've got to say I don't love the styling. They certainly have presence, but they seem a bit ungainly and a little busy. Plus, there's a serious lack of fake wood paneling. But I'm curious, what do you think of their designs? Well, leave a comment down below.
Okay, so far we have talked about fancy trim, driver aids, and of course all of those screens, but now let's move on to mechanicals. So if you were hoping these SUVs featured either a plug-in hybrid or a fully electric powertrain, you might be a little bit disappointed. Now, the Wagoneer is motivated by a 5.7-liter V8 that is fitted with an e-torque mild hybrid system, and that gets you 392 horsepower and 404 pound-feet of torque. But befitting its grander name, the Grand Wagoneer is motivated by a 6.4-liter Hemi, which provides 471 horses and 455 pounds of twist. But each of these SUVs, pretty predictably, they both feature an 8-speed automatic transmission.
The Wagoneer comes standard with 2-wheel drive, though several 4x4 systems are offered. In comparison, the Grand Wagoneer comes exclusively with 4-wheel drive, as well as a Quadralift air suspension system, which provides up to 10 inches of ground clearance and the ability to drive through 24 inches of water. Curiously, neither SUV is trail rated, probably because they're so huge. Both have a 123-inch wheelbase and a body that's a whisker less than 215 inches from grille to liftgate, and that means they're about 5 inches longer than a GMC Yukon and roughly 10.5 inches shorter than a Yukon XL. These jumbo Jeeps can tow up to 10,000 pounds thanks to a Class 4 hitch that's integrated right into the fully boxed frame, which supposedly shares almost nothing with the Ram 1500's underpinnings. And unlike that pickup, the new Wagoneers feature an independent rear suspension, which is pretty much mandatory in this expensive vehicle segment.
As you can imagine, neither of these SUVs are cheap. The 2022 Wagoneer will start at about $58,000. The Grand Wagoneer, a lot richer than that, it's going to kick off at about 87 big ones, though you will be able to option it up past $111,000, which is a whole lot of scratch to be spending, though it is right in line with rivals like the GMC Yukon Denali and Lincoln Navigator. Now, these luxury SUVs will be assembled in Warren, Michigan, just up the road from where I am right now, and you'll be able to pre-order them starting today, though they won't start arriving at dealerships until this summer.
For much, much, much more information about the 2022 Jeep Wagoneer and Grand Wagoneer, head on over to our website, theroadshow.com. We've got articles about the tech these SUVs offer, how they stack up to the competition, and a whole lot more, so check it all out.